Hello, my name is Armando Segovia, and I just saw the She's Beautiful When She's Angry film. And a short summary about this film, it's it's mostly about like the what's the word I'm looking for? About the journey during the early stages of the feminism movement, of how in the beginning it was very small group of ladies that were trying to bring this, trying to change the consciousness of the world, of the U.S. in general, because that's where the film is mostly based off. And then as a little more problems came out, more people, more ladies joined in and started helping out, and then different movements started happening, like now, and like the the freedom of the liberation of the black community. All these more problems came out. Basically, the more different groups of feminism will start popping up and helping each other and making this movement stronger and be and making this movement not something you can just like push to the side and ignore. Two concepts or ideas that really stood out to me, for example, something I found really interesting really was the abortion topic with the Janes. How those basic, I mean, abortion was illegal during that time, and it was a group of women that got together and decided that they're basically running an underground abortion facility where they will yeah, they'll offer abortions to women that they didn't want to have their kid. I found that really caught my attention because it was like they were offering a service while it was illegal. Like they knew the risk they were taking and they were willing to take that risk. I really found that really stood out to me. Like it was those that group of people, they were really brave for doing what they were doing. And then another concept that stood out to me really was whenever they were showing towards the end of the film, whenever they're giving the part of how fathers and the men actually start getting involved more into feminism, how the men were basically split up. You'll see to me, the way I saw it was that they were split up between the white collar had an ideal and the blue collar man had a different ideal. Like, I'll see the white collar man saying that yes, they're underrepresented, that not having the same salary is not getting paid the same. It's really unfair, which is true. But then you also see the blue collar man with their, like, you can say machismo mentality. Well, I don't want to say machismo, but with a different mentality of our construction, 8 hours under 10, 12 hours under the sun, lifting heavy things. They don't want my job, so they didn't see the problem that women were having. I'm guessing because they didn't have like an office job, so they were like, women don't want a job like mine. That's another thing that stood out to me, was how the man, whenever they actually started getting involved into this movement, they were split between like the white collar ideal and the blue collar ideal. And then overall, I feel like the film was really good, showing how the early stages of feminism was going. Well, we're working like first it was just a small group of ladies, or like, and then right, like more people started joining, and then it would show how the ideals between the white woman and the African American woman were completely different, because they would live two different they were living two different types of lifestyles, two different opportunities that they had. So they didn't, even though they ended up joining the feminist movement, they didn't feel represented by what the uh, white women were saying. So then they ended up making their own movement. So I really find the film did really good, like showing how those problems will come up, and then the feminist movement will like branch out into different, let's call it, I would say, sections of it. And then something that I would really love that the film would go over more in detail, will be the abortion with the Janes, because like I said, they're basically running an underground abortion practices, where during the film they said the police could just like come into the house and they will get arrested. So I really had to like, I really liked if the film had gone more in detail about that, like talking about if the ladies, if the women that were running this, they had like inside intel with the police, like knowing that they were gonna come in, or like how they said that they will switch houses, but I'd like to know like how often did they switch the houses, if they're using their personal houses, or like what's or how would they get a hold of these houses that they were using for these type of practices. And that's really my analysis on this film that I just saw, which is she's beautiful when she's angry.